For centuries, a single candle and a steady gaze were kept quietly between teacher and student. Today, I'll walk you through the guarded flame technique that, practiced safely, can create the conditions for your third eye to begin to stir in just 7 minutes. Before we begin, a very clear safety note. If you have epilepsy, a history of seizures, serious eye conditions, are currently pregnant and feeling unwell, or are experiencing intense emotional instability, do not perform this practice with an open flame or prolonged visual focus. Stop immediately and consult a medical professional if you are unsure. If at any point you feel pain, dizziness, visual disturbance, or any seizure-like symptoms, close your eyes, stop the practice, and seek medical attention. This is a meditative technique adapted from traditional Tritaka-like practices. It is not a substitute for medical or psychiatric care. If this message is landing at the right time for you, please give the video a quick like and subscribe for more guided techniques and gentle practices. Now, settle in. A little context before the practical steps. Tritaka, often translated simply as steady gazing, is a contemplative method with roots in older yogic lineages. It was passed from teacher to student in small, careful doses. Historically, it was kept guarded not because it is inherently dangerous, but because it asks for responsibility, steadiness of attention, sensible pacing, and ethical use of whatever inner clarity it may reveal. The term forbidden sometimes appears in modern retellings as shorthand for kept by initiates. Think of it as a powerful tool that must be handled with care. Why does a candle and a soft gaze affect inner perception? In simple terms, focused attention quiets the mental chatter that normally fills our awareness. A steady point of light gives the visual system something precise to attend to, while the calming rhythm of breath and still posture relaxes the body. On the physiological side, the region commonly called the third eye overlaps with the pineal area, which is light-sensitive in many animals and is often associated in contemplative traditions with inner vision. Practitioners and some researchers note correlations between light-based focus, changes in sleep and dream patterns, and shifts in subjective awareness. Keep in mind, these are correlations and subjective reports, not medical guarantees. Preparation, what you need, and how to set it up. Choose a small, steady candle with a consistent flame. A beeswax or unscented pillar candle works well. Avoid candles with strong fragrances or dramatic flicker. Sit in a quiet, dim room where you will not be disturbed for about 10 minutes. The candle should be the primary light source, but the room need not be completely dark, enough to see the flame comfortably without glare. Place the candle at eye level and at a distance of roughly 50 to 100 centimeters, about 2 to 3 feet. If you prefer inches, aim for around 24 to 40 inches. The flame should be centered with your line of sight when you sit upright. Sit comfortably, a cross-legged posture on a cushion, a straight-backed chair with feet on the floor, or any upright position that keeps your spine long and shoulders relaxed is fine. Support your lower back if you need to. Keep your neck neutral, chin slightly tucked, not strained. Hands can rest on your knees or in your lap, palms down or up, whatever helps you remain steady. Have a small timer or clock nearby. Set it for the 7-minute practice portion. If you prefer, use a soft chime app or silent vibration timer rather than an abrupt alarm. Keep a notebook and pen close for journaling afterward. If you are sensitive to open flame, prepare an alternative, a non-flickering LED candle or a small black dot on a wall at eye level to fix your gaze on. I'll offer modifications in a moment. Now a clear reminder before we move into the gaze instructions. Do not force your eyes to remain open to the point of pain. We will use the phrase minimize blinking safely. That means holding your gaze gently without strain for the specified intervals and allowing natural blinks when needed. If your eyes dry, blink generously, moisten them with comfortable natural tears, or shorten the next gaze segment. The 7-minute practice, exact timing and phases. We will follow a compressed and safety-minded cycle that keeps the essential structure of gaze, Inward image, repeat, adapted to a total of 7 minutes. Before starting the timer, breathe with me for centering. 3 rounds of box breathing. Inhale for a 4 count, hold for 4, exhale for 4. Repeat 3 times. This will take about 30 seconds and bring your nervous system into a steady place. Do that now. We'll describe each cycle so you know what to expect, and then I'll guide you quietly through the practice. Remember, set your timer for 7 minutes before you begin the first gaze. Cycle 1. Gaze 60 seconds. Close and visualize 30 seconds. Begin by directing a soft, steady gaze at the base of the flame. Many teachers recommend focusing on the lower blue or bright core near the wick, rather than the dancing top. Keep your gaze even, relaxed, shoulders soft. Minimize blinking safely. If you need to blink, do so softly. Let the blink be a reset, then return to the point of focus. If your eyes tear, allow it. Tears are a natural response and often part of release. After 60 seconds of gentle gaze, softly lower your eyelids until your eyes are closed. Do not squeeze. Close them with a calm, deliberate motion. With eyes closed, direct your attention to the middle of the forehead, the area often called the third eye. Notice any after images, colors, shapes, or sensations that hang behind the eyelids. Hold this inner image for about 30 seconds, simply observing without chasing or forcing it to change. Briefly rest for a few breaths, then prepare for the next cycle. Cycle 2. Gaze 60 seconds, close and visualize 30 seconds. Return your gaze to the same point of the flame, again for 60 seconds. As you gaze, if you notice tension, ease it. Soften your jaw, let the breath be natural. Keep attention gentle and steady. After the 60 seconds, close your eyes and observe the inner field for 30 seconds. You may find the after image is clearer or has shifted. Notice textures, a glow, threads, color bands, or quiet stillness. Name nothing, simply note what appears. Rest one breath and prepare for the final cycle. Cycle 3. Gaze 75 seconds, close and visualize 45 seconds. This final gaze is slightly longer. Aim for 75 seconds. Keep the same approach. Soft gaze, minimize blinking safely, don't strain. Use the final gaze to deepen your observation. If the eyes become too dry or uncomfortable, blink, close your eyes for a few breaths, and either continue with shorter gazes or stop for the day. Never push through sharp pain or intense eye redness. If you experience sustained eye pain, consult an eye care professional. After the 75 seconds, close the eyes and rest in the internal image for about 45 seconds. Allow whatever arises to float without judgment. This closing image may be richer, subtler, or simply calmer than the earlier rounds. Stay a quiet witness. Grounding and integration, final 90 seconds. After the last closed eye observation, sit quietly and breathe slowly. Take 2 or 3 deeper, nourishing breaths. Inhale fully, exhale fully. Feel the contact points of your body with the seat and the floor. Rub your palms together briskly, then place them gently over the brow and over the face. Let the warmth ease any residual tension. Open your eyes when you are ready. Take a moment to notice how the world looks, colors, edges, and the sense of orientation. Keep your movement slow for the next minute. Before you return to your normal activity, write a brief note in your journal. 1 line about what you noticed physically, 1 line about any images or feelings, and 1 line about an intention or question you wish to explore later. If nothing stood out, write that too. The act of recording connects the practice to ongoing integration. Practical language about blinking and eye safety. Because comfort and safety are essential, here are explicit, usable rules. Minimize blinking safely means aiming for continuous, gentle gaze intervals of 60 to 75 seconds if you feel comfortable. For people who are sensitive or new to this, reduce the gaze to 45 seconds and do more cycles instead. If your eyes dry or burn, blink, Close your eyes for a few breaths and either continue with shorter gazes or stop for the day. Never push through sharp pain or intense eye redness. If you experience sustained eye pain, consult an eye care professional. Alternatives for sensitive practitioners or people with contraindications. If you have epilepsy, high photosensitivity, or a serious eye condition, choose one of these safe alternatives. Closed eye visualization variant. Instead of an open candle, light the candle briefly to set intention, then close your eyes and visualize a steady inner light at the third eye for the same timing pattern. 3 rounds of 30 to 60 seconds of focusing inward. Use gentle breath to anchor. Dot on wall option. Place a small matte black dot on a plain wall at eye level. Fix your gaze on the dot rather than an open flame and follow the same timing. This avoids flicker and reduces photosensitivity risk. LED/static light. Use a non-flickering LED candle or lamp at low brightness to reduce visual stimulation. What you may experience, normal sensations, and how to relate to them. Many people report a range of subtle to vivid sensations during and after this practice. Common, non-alarming experiences include tears or lacrimation, sometimes felt as emotional release rather than physical irritation. A sense of pressure, tingling, or gentle warmth at the brow or behind the eyes. This often feels like the body recalibrating attention. Brief color flashes, halos, or after images when you close your eyes. Luminous shapes that fade gently if you allow them. Momentary mental stillness, or alternately, a surfacing of memories or images that seem unrelated to your present life. Treat these as passing phenomena to observe. Lively dreams or more vivid dream recall the following night. Many practitioners report increased dream activity for a few days after several practices. Important cautions about experiences. If you notice severe visual disturbances that last beyond a few minutes after practice, such as persistent blurred vision, persistent floaters, or pain, stop the practice and consult an eye doctor. If the practice provokes intense emotional upheaval, panic, or dissociation, discontinue and seek support from a qualified mental health professional. Do not interpret transient perceptual shifts as proof of psychic power. Approach whatever arises with curiosity, not certainty. Frequency and integration guidance. Start slowly. For most beginners, once a week is an excellent and safe starting point. After 2 to 4 weeks of consistent practice, and if you feel stable and rested, you may increase to twice weekly. Avoid daily or multiple times per day practices unless you are working with a qualified teacher who understands your personal history and can monitor effects. A reasonable ceiling for many practitioners is 2 to 3 practices per week, spaced out so the nervous system can integrate. Keep a simple tracking habit. Create a one-line log after each session. Date, one-word descriptor, e.g., calm, blurry, vivid, and one short observation. Dreamt of river, felt warmth in brow. After a month, review your notes. Trends often emerge. More calm, clearer sleep, stronger dream recall. Use these trends to guide frequency adjustments. A brief note on ethics and intent. Use any insight you gain with humility. This is not a tool for manipulating others, confirming mystical superiority, or avoiding responsibilities. The inner clarity that may emerge is best used for personal alignment, compassion, and responsible choices. Now a short section on safe progression and variations for practice goals. If you are aiming for clearer dream recall, pair this practice with a brief evening journaling routine and a consistent sleep schedule. If your interest is greater mental steadiness or focus, combine the candle gaze with short daily breath practices of 3 to 5 minutes. If you wish to explore inner imagery more deeply, keep each session short and consistent over weeks rather than compressing many attempts into a single long day. A respectful word on provenance. This technique is adapted from traditional Trataka practices and similar steady gaze methods that have been taught in contemplative lineages. I teach a condensed, safety-first version here so modern practitioners can experience the method without unnecessary risk. This is an adaptation, not a revival of any one teacher's full curriculum, and it's offered as a meditative approach rather than a guaranteed means to any particular state. Modifications for pregnancy and special conditions. If you are pregnant and feel unsettled by visual focus, reduce intensity. Shorten each gaze to 30-45 seconds, use closed-eye visualization after a quick candlelit intention, or practice only the breath-centered grounding portion. Honor your body's signals and consult your healthcare provider if you feel uncertain. Offer and resources. If you'd like a guided structure to integrate this practice safely over a longer period, I have a gentle 21-day guide available with a session checklist, dream journaling prompts, breathing scripts, and suggested variations for beginners and advanced practitioners. It also includes a short crystals guide and a printable timing card to help you keep the 7-minute format. The guide is adapted for safety and includes alternative practices for people with photosensitivity and other sensitivities. If you're interested, you'll find the link pinned in the comments and in the description below. A few short practical troubleshooting tips. If your eyes keep watering from the beginning, tilt the candle slightly to reduce direct airflow on the flame and try the dot on wall option. If your mind is racing, shorten the gaze intervals to 45 seconds and focus on the breath between cycles. If your neck gets sore, raise or lower the candle so you can maintain a neutral neck posture with ease. Emergency stop language. Please keep this in mind. If at any moment you feel severe pain, vertigo, breathing difficulty, unusual heart palpitations, or any seizure-like activity, stop immediately. Close your eyes, breathe calmly if possible, and seek emergency medical care or call your local emergency services. If you have a known seizure condition, do not practice this method with open-eye flame focus without direct clearance from your healthcare provider. Closing integration ritual, short and stabilizing. After you've completed the 7-minute sequence and the journaling prompt, do this simple grounding sequence to close the session. Press your palms together at the heart for a few breaths, feeling the contact and the rhythm of your heart. Then place the warmed palms over your forehead and cheeks gently for a moment. Whisper or silently affirm one simple intention to yourself. May I use any clarity for compassion and grounded living. Take one last full breath, exhale slowly, and when you are ready, open your eyes. Final practical recommendations. Keep a consistent schedule for 3 to 6 weeks to assess effects reliably. Small, regular practice often yields more stable results than infrequent, intense sessions. Share your experience in the comments below. One sentence about what shifted for you. Your note can help others learn and feel connected. Remember that the practice supports observation, not control. Notice without trying to force outcomes. Curiosity is the healthiest attitude here. If you want the step-by-step printable, the extended breathing scripts, journal templates, and safe variations collected into a single, gentle 21-day guide, check the pinned comment or the description for the download link. The guide is designed to complement this 7-minute practice and to help you track and integrate experiences over time. Thank you for practicing carefully and kindly. If this felt useful, please subscribe for more grounded, safety-first spiritual practices and let us know in one sentence what you noticed after today's session. Walk slowly back into your day. Be gentle with yourself. Keep curiosity as your companion and use what you learn with responsibility and care.